From Shenandoah, from Page County, from KMAland, this is KMA News Headlines. Good afternoon. I'm Mike Peterson with the latest from the KMA Newsroom on this Friday afternoon. 7 Mills County public health employees are impacted by a staff reduction approved earlier this week. 2 staff members were terminated and 5 were laid off following an emergency closed session meeting of the county's Board of Health Wednesday evening. In a statement released following the meeting, the Board of Health indicated incoming and current board members were informed of the County Board of Supervisors' legal inability to provide additional funding for the department. Back in November, as you'll recall, the supervisors approved a resolution allocating the remaining budgeted funds for fiscal year 2025 to public health in advance, totaling $230,000. But the special health board meeting was called after it was determined public health wouldn't have a cash flow to get through January. 2 home health aides and a public health nurse were being retained. The health board statement indicates remaining funds will be allocated to maintaining home health services. Now, KMA News obtained the statements from both the County Board of Supervisors and the Board of Health following that special meeting Wednesday evening. You can read both statements online with the web story, the full story online at KMAland.com. Elsewhere, union representatives are calling on Fremont County to offer more fair compensation for sheriff's deputies. Teamsters Local 238, in a press release yesterday, called on the County Board of Supervisors to step up and ensure fair compensation for sheriff's deputies as contract negotiations approach. Andre Johnson is a business agent and a lead negotiator for the deputies. Johnson tells KMA News while most other staff within the department are around the average of several other similar-sized departments in the region, deputies are paid nearly $6 less than the average. And Johnson and Teamsters compared base salaries for Fremont County to 10 other similar-sized counties, averaging $33.52 per hour for deputies. Meanwhile, Fremont County currently sits at $27.52 per hour. Johnson called for a higher wage to help address retention and potential turnover within the department. Clarinda school officials say the district's immediate financial picture looks bright based on a recent projection. Officials with Piper Sandler reviewed a 5-year projection of the district's finances and enrollment with the Clarinda School Board at a work session following the regular meeting this week. Speaking on KMA's Morning Line program this morning, Clarinda School Superintendent Jeff Privia says he, along with school business official Nancy McKinnon, developed the projection based on a number of variables. Privia says the projections indicate the district is in good shape financially.
Those projections, we're sitting really well. We'll be on the plus side this year and next year. Year 3 looks a little more even. Year 4 starts to drop, and year 5 drops a little more. But again, those numbers constantly change just due to our school population. So as long as we're staying the same or growing, our budget will be really good.
You can hear the full interview with Jeff Privia with the web story at KMAland.com as well as on our Morning Line page. And Clarinda officials are back selling one of the city's airport hangars to a local crop spraying business. By a 4-0 vote Wednesday, the Clarinda City Council approved the disposal of the hangar located at the Clarinda Municipal Airport Schenck Field to Milo Beery for $175,000 to utilize for his crop spraying business. City Manager Gary McLaren noted the city could sell a hangar, which is typically rented out, but it needed to be utilized for aviation purposes. KMA on-track weather, mostly cloudy today with highs in the low 30s. Tonight, partly cloudy with lows in the mid-teens. More news at 5:05 and 6:05 this evening. And don't forget This Week in KMAland tomorrow morning at 8:40 on KMA. Have a great weekend. For KMA News, I'm Mike Peterson. So long, my friend.